Welcome back, ladyboys and gentlehands, to episode 5 of my survival Minecraft series. We have got a lot to do today. We've got the furnace build to do, the smelting array that's going to go here, and we've also got the bamboo farm that's going to go here, so that we can have fuel in it and don't have to worry about coal. But before we build the bamboo farm, we're going to have to move these chests. And in order to move those chests, first, we're going to build a nice, humble snow farm. I promise it's related. It's going to make stuff easier and better. So the way the farm will work is we're going to put the snow golem into a minecart. We're going to drop them so that it is on top of the trapdoor, but overhanging onto the obsidian block. The way we do this is you go up here to the spawning platform, spawn it in, it can't walk away. It is trapped there for all eternity because of the rails. You then place a minecart, give it a push, it'll go into the minecart. You then break this rail, push, go there, and we just push it kind of brute forcey until it is not moving anymore. It is fully against this glass pane, and then we just break the blocks from underneath, and then boom, it now works. There's that. So then now what we need to do is make it look pretty, but make sure blocks are on top of it, because we don't want rain to kill it. That would be annoying. And here is our stall. It's the first stall of the market, and if you have any naming suggestions for the stall itself, or for this little happy guy, please leave a comment down below. And of course, if you like this build or any builds up and coming, please leave a like. As a growing channel, it really helps promote my channel and content to more people. Now, the way you use this farm is you walk up to this trapdoor, you hit that, and you just spam down there. Now, I did say that this farm will help with the storage situation. And as promised, I will explain why. We just grab a couple of snowballs and we head down to the nether area. Here we are at the nether storage system. The snowballs stack to 16 instead of 64. So each individual snowball, as far as the comparator is concerned, counts for 4 items worth. So for these, you'll notice I've got the snowballs in. All of these are less than 4, because I've calculated how many need to be in there. But this one, however, there's 16 blocks here. If I put 4 snowballs in, that 16 will go away exactly, the 26 won't be touched. And you can very quickly figure out what is left. So there's another 16 at least. And here's 40, so that's at least, that's more than 32, so that's half a stack. And then 2 more. Get us down to 2. Yep. And then we just gotta wait for this one. What's it at? It's 3 times 4 is 12, so you put 3 in. All we've got to do now is make our way back to the storage system. The storage monster, sorry. And figure out which storage systems to build. It'll definitely be one in the Quarry, so we'll start with that, and incorporate Copper Golem Snowball filtering technology to help with this little guy. So yeah, get to that. So this is the system we'll be using for the quarry storage. It's very similar to the system used for the nether storage, but this torch has been moved from where this barrel is upwards, and the filter chests have become double chests. Because it's similar enough to the nether storage design, I am not going to re-explain how everything works. So if you want to learn how this works, go check out episode 2 towards the end. I explain how that system works. It's a very similar design. This is just moved. Now all we've got to do is make this look pretty. This is the cover-up and what we have planned. It was originally just going to be this box and this circle, but I got a little bit carried away to the point where we don't have time to do it this episode. But it's definitely something to look forward for next episode. One thing I also need to mention is that this block that the redstone torch is on needs to be a target block, so I'm going to have to replace all of those. But if we go downstairs, this bit is done. We've got all our chests in, we've got the input copper chest, and I'm really liking the regal tone of the glazed terracotta. Loving it, actually. But yeah, so we're just got to change those target blocks over, and then the only thing remaining as a hindrance over here is going to be all of the shrubbery and the flowers that we have. So we're going to have to build a greenhouse for all of those. Back at the chest monster, it is gone. We've killed it. It's a nice little flat area now. Love looking at it. But we've got this Copper Golem in the new greenhouse sorting stuff away. We've put the target blocks into that storage system, so that's working perfectly. I've put all of the armor and random tools in the blacksmith. And up here, I've built this little loft just for the odd bits and bobs that didn't really fit anywhere else. But yeah, fully ready to get going on the bamboo farm. And here's our bamboo farm. I originally had the roof as different shape, and we tried a whole different variety of roof trims, but I like what we ended up with. We've got the birch to break up the bamboo roof, and the stone brick trim just to keep the roof a little bit pastel to contrast with the walls. But yeah, I'm liking it. It is still outputting just straight up bamboo. We need to figure out how crafters work, so we can craft them into bamboo planks, then we can send them over to the furnace. As a great man once said, quite simple, really. You make sure the bottom crafter has enough bamboo in it, and then you power both. This one creates a block of bamboo and puts it into this crafter. Then because you're powering both, this one then immediately becomes bamboo planks and is shot into here. So all we need to do is take this hopper, feed it into the fueling station in the furnace, and then we're good to go. So let's get cracking on the furnace. And we are back with a fully operational furnace. The grey blocks are the path the minecart takes, paired with the blue blocks for the bubble columns for the minecarts to travel them upwards. We have magenta wool for the blocks that are permanently powering the powered rails. This one here is important because of where it is, so that this purple block can be the on and off switch for the minecarts. Now if we keep that powered and then come down here, so down here we have the minecart loading system. As you can see, it's loading stuff out of the barrel, and the barrel is being fueled by the autocrafter. The red wool keeps this gate open until the minecart gets on that rail. And the yellow system keeps the gate closed until the minecart is full. Just taking blocks out continuously, and then it's sent on its way. So yeah, as per usual, let's make this look a little bit better. I like the way this turned out, actually. If we do come downstairs, you can see we've only got the 4 furnaces visible, not the full 8. But if we give this something to smelt and come up top, my favourite part of this whole build is that minecart going over the cross of that chest. I love it so much. It's so good. Anyway, the last thing we've got to do for this episode is our tree segment, and I would love to get some foliage behind the furnace there. So let's get to it. And here we are. We've got those trees in. I love the way they look. I love the way they frame the build. I love the way that they make the village feel more enclosed. Recommend building trees in your world. It makes such a big difference. But yeah, that brings us to the end of today's episode. So leave a like and comment if you like the video. And I hope you have a lovely day.